my dinner, so I'm just going to try this now. Oh yeah, they are delicious. You can taste the rosemary, excuse me, and the rosemary really complements the tomato as well. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious pinto bean balls with a tomato pasta sauce. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious pinto bean balls with a tomato and pasta sauce. So this recipe is really easy. I've got all of my ingredients laid out, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the bean balls first. So in my colander here I have about 100 grams of pinto beans. Now in the original recipe I think this serves 4, so I said 200 grams, but I'm making this for myself today and I will have the leftovers tomorrow for my lunch. So I've only used 100 grams, but obviously if you want to make this as though it serves 4 then you can. And these pinto bean balls are really great as a snack as well. So I'm just going to put the pinto beans into the blender, food processor, sorry. And then to that I'm going to add a tablespoon of tomato puree. In the original recipe, again, I think this said 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, but as I'm only making it for myself, I'm halving all of the ingredients. So I'm just going to add that in, and then I'm going to add a tablespoon of ground almond flour as well. So I'm just going to put that in, and then I'm going to add in some rosemary. So I think in the original recipe I said 1 sprig of rosemary, so I've got about 3 or 4 here that are very small. So the original recipe called for 1 big sprig, but if you've got 3 or 4 then that's perfect as well. I know I love rosemary, so I'm adding a little bit extra as well. And then I'm going to add in some salt, a wee bit of salt to that, and a little bit of pepper as well. We like pepper in this house, but we don't like it too peppery, so I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together. I have blended the pinto bean mixture until it's smoothish. It seems to have crushed itself right at the bottom of this bowl here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of the mixture out, and I've dampened my hands, and I'm just going to roll the pinto ball mixture into a ball like so, and I'm just going to put that onto a plate, and I'm just going to do that again, and I'm going to repeat this process until I've finished up all of this mixture in the bowl. But yes, so what I'm going to do now is just continue to roll these balls. So as you can see, it's really easy, and when your hands are damp as well, it makes it much easier to roll balls like this. I've finished making the pinto bean balls, so now what I'm going to do is I'm off to put these into the fridge for a good couple of hours, and what will happen is when I put them in the oven, the outside will go nice and crispy and golden, and the inside will stay lovely and soft and fluffy, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And now I'm off to make the sauce for the pasta. Now I'm going to make the sauce for the pasta. So what I've done is I've put a large saucepan, and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the base of that pan, and I'm just going to leave the pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I have peeled, sliced and diced half an onion. As it's just me having this meal today, I've halved all of the ingredients, so as I said, I think I said earlier, I'll have the leftovers tomorrow. So as I said, I've peeled, sliced and diced half an onion, and I'm just going to put that into the base of the pan, and I'm going to fry this until it starts to turn a golden brown colour. And I wanted to say that if you do like videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you have enjoyed this video, then just please let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. All of these things really help me out. And also, if you have any questions or you want to leave a comment, then please do. I do love hearing from you, so it would be really nice. Right, as I said, I'm going to continue to fry this onion now until it starts to go golden brown. The onions have started to go golden brown, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 1 clove of garlic that I have peeled and sliced. Again, in the original recipe, I think I said to use 2 cloves of garlic, but as it's just me, I'm just using 1. So I'm going to fry the garlic now until that starts to go golden brown, and this should only really take a minute or so. The onions took about 3 minutes, I think, to go golden brown, but the garlic will only take a minute or so. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to turn the heat down slightly as well, because my pan is getting a little bit too hot. And to stop everything from sticking, I'm going to add a little bit of water to the base of the pan as well, which makes you not be able to see anything, but I promise you it's very effective. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to fry the garlic. The garlic has turned a lovely golden brown colour, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in half a pepper. So the pepper, I removed the top, I cut the top, I removed the stalk and the core, and then I just simply sliced and diced it into little pieces. It doesn't have to be an exact science. We are going to blend these ingredients at the end of making the sauce, so it doesn't really need to be a perfect slice and dice, to be honest. As long as it's smallish, that's fine. And I'm going to fry the pepper for a good 5 minutes. If you have less time, then you can get away with frying it for less, because as I said, we're going to blend all of these ingredients. But I do like the pepper quite soft. I think it makes the sauce slightly tastier. That could just be me, but I feel like it makes the sauce tastier. Right, so the pepper has started to soften. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in courgette to this as well. So I've peeled and grated 1 courgette. If you don't want to grate it, you don't have to. I just find it slightly easier to blend when it's grated, so that's why I've grated mine. And you don't really need to heat the courgette through for long either. As it's grated, it will cook quicker in the bottom of this pan. So I'm just going to continue to fry the courgette for a further few moments, like so. And I think that's done now. And then I've got a tin of tomatoes that I'm going to add to the base of this pan. So I think in the original recipe I said 2 tins of tomatoes. But again, as it's just me eating this, it's 1 tin. So I'm just going to fry this now, like so. I'm going to leave this to heat up, and I'm going to go and get some bone broth to add to this as well. This is bubbling away nicely, but I am going to add a little bit of bone broth. So in the original recipe, I think I said about 100 mils, but I think I've just used 50 there. And I did put it in the old tin as well, so to get out the juice from the outside, you can just use a little bit of bone broth or water, and that helps to get all of the juice out from the outside of the tin. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper as well. So I'm just going to add a couple of pinches of salt as well to this. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of pepper, and I'm also going to add some dried mixed herbs as well. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. We like things spicy in this house, but we don't like it too spicy, so I always add a little bit of everything. And then I'm going to add in some dried mixed herbs as well. And I'm going to leave this on the hob now until it starts to go jammy. And what I mean by jammy is the liquid in here will start to disappear, and then you'll just see the vegetables, and it will be quite thick like a jam. So yeah, as I said, I'm just going to leave this on the hob to go jammy, and then I will blend it after that. So I've left this on the hob until it's gone jammy, which basically, as I said earlier, means that the liquid just disappears, and I can see that the liquid, when I pull the ingredients back, has started to disappear. So I'm going to take this off the heat now, and I'm going to leave it to cool. While the sauce is cooling, I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees. So the sauce is cooled, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sauce into my blender, and I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together until they are smooth. I've actually set the top of the blender aside I just need to go and get the top of the blender. The lid for the blender, for some reason, I put on the other side of the kitchen. So anyway, I've got the lid now, so I'm going to put that on. And as I said, I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together. All of these ingredients together until they are smooth. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the hob to keep it warm, and I'll go and cook the pinto beans, and I'll also cook the pasta, and then I'll add the pasta to the sauce and the pinto beans on top, and that will be my dinner done. The bean balls have been in the fridge for a couple of hours, and I'm going to put them into the oven now. This is a Pampered Chef stoneware baking tray, so it doesn't really need any oil on it, but if you do have a baking tray that needs oil, then obviously oil it before you put it in. You can add oil to the top of the bean balls as well, but I prefer them without oil, to be honest with you. So as I said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they go a lovely golden brown colour. As you can see, the bean balls have gone a lovely golden brown colour. They've been in the oven for a good 15 minutes, so I'm going to remove these, add the pasta to the sauce and put these on top, and that will be my dinner done. Right, so I just thought I'd try a little bit of the meatballs before I sit down to eat this for my dinner, so I'm just going to try this now. Oh yeah, they are delicious. You can taste the rosemary, excuse me, and the rosemary really complements the tomato as well. It's got a big hit of rosemary then. That was really nice, yes. So this is my dinner. That's how you make my delicious pinto bean balls with a tomato pasta sauce, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having this for my dinner this evening, and it smells and tasted so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any questions below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.